Alright, you ready now?
You ready?
I'm ready,
Bro,
Came ready.
We in this motherfucker, man. Let's get
ready.
it in. This isn't your typical podcast. I don't hold my tongue for shit, and neither do the men around me. If you're looking for something a little bit more vanilla, I highly advise you to turn this motherfucker off, because we about to talk that shit. Jason.
What's up?
Bro, you done fucked off the intro and some other shit. You good?
We're great now. We're doing good.
You on a good path today?
Yeah. How you been?
All right, bro. We don't need you fucking up nothing.
Nothing.
Never.
All right, good luck.
Is it my good side? Okay, we smooth.
Oh yeah.
We smooth.
Well, you know, we fat niggas in this motherfucker, so
big in
get
here.
the
We big in
shirts out the creases, bro. You feel me?
Tighten up.
You know how we jump off this podcast, man. Let's run through these sponsors real quick. Pretty Dope Experience. If you want dope music, you got to go out and go get it. Go ahead and go download the app and tap in with my peoples. Pretty Dope Experience. If you need a haircut and you in the town, tap in with my folks over at Kingdom Cuts. We on 7529 Northeast Gleason Street, Portland, Oregon. If you need them good eats and you need someone to come cook and cater for any kind of event, tap in with my homegirl Chris on her Instagram page, Fire Fusion Foods on Instagram. That's FIYAH_fusion_foods. Tap in with Wifey, Jen Got Cakes on Instagram. Flight Lounge PDX on Instagram. And if you want to get out in the community and go smoke with some people's main, tap in. We got 2 locations for you. 5427 Southeast 72nd Ave, Portland, Oregon, or 5944 Northeast Sandy Boulevard, Portland, Oregon. And again, Toe Zone, in my people's break zone. If you ever in the jam, tap in with them. 1505 Columbia Street, Vancouver, Washington, 98660. God. Bro, I'm always out of breath when I do that shit.
Hey, but you read it though. You handled it though.
Yeah,
You handled it.
all of that. But it ain't that hard to see that there's 2 big niggas on the screen today. You
Not
feel
one
me?
but 2.
Hey man, it's a big nigga hour, big nigga season. You feel me? If you ain't got one, tap in, get you one.
Cuddle up.
All of that. I talked about this brother on my last one of my last podcasts. I think it was the Who Dat when I went down to New Orleans. You feel me?
The boot.
And man, it was only right that I got my nigga on here. You feel me? We gonna talk about it all. But to the right of me, I got my boy Alan Bill.
Mr. Snowball Man.
What's going on, brother man?
I'm good, bro. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
thank you for having me, man.
Of course.
I peeped it after I seen you. Once you shouted it out, and then I went and peeped and sat back and did some stuff and just let it ride. I was like, no, I'm digging this. What kind of thing? Let me tap in with Boo, because it was good. I like it was good energy, and you could tell it was organic.
Yeah,
everything don't be organic.
It was because like I said, like before going down there, I seen the movement. I knew what it was you was doing, but it was like, okay, everybody's situation kind of makes sense. You feel me? Yeah. This person is a cook. Regardless of their background, we know that they can cook because they've always fucked with food. Yeah. You feel me?
They name
this
it attached to some food.
Doing tattoos or any kind of artwork. But when it came to you, not to say that I discredit your situation, but it was just like, okay, out of all things my nigga could be doing, some fucking snowballs, bro.
In the Pacific Northwest.
At that. It's cold out this motherfucker.
It absolutely is.
So once we went down there and got to experience
really see. Bro. It's the culture. It's not like a thing. It's a real thing down there.
Before we even touch on that, bro. It was hotter than a bitch the moment we got off the plane.
It's a different type of heat. No, it greets you as soon as you're coming off the airplane and that little seal is broke. It greets you like, what's up?
Bro, but I was wearing some black joggers. I went, like I said, I went out there with all the Northwest gear, Nike down. The back of my kneecaps was wet, my nigga.
I know what you're talking about.
But I can feel the wetness. You feel me? How the hell?
It's a different type of heat down there. It's that humidity that gets you.
Yeah.
You probably take like 2-3 showers a day just to feel cool.
Just to feel like you taking care of your personal hygiene.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't got central air down there, it's like mandatory, but everybody don't be having it. Bro.
Everybody and their mama walking around shirtless. Now I get it.
Everybody. Why would
Hair up.
Why would I?
All of that, bro.
They have no shame in that game.
The daiquiris though. That's
All
what
the
we.
drive-through daiquiris.
That's what got us first. It was
Yeah.
like we can pull up and drink and drive.
And get an extra shot?
I
get an extra shot of something in there? Okay, cool. Throw it in there.
An extra shot in the daiquiri and
in
a
the
shot.
daiquiri that's already on. Yeah, to go. Yeah, it's different down there.
What,
New Orleans is a city that don't sleep, man. Shout out to New Orleans.
Oh God. What? Fuck all that. Let's talk about you. You grew up down there.
Yeah, I was born here. I was raised down there. And it was, I've been back and forth my whole life, my whole entire life.
How old were you when you took off from Portland?
Oh, the first was like 1 down there. Then I think I might have came back around like third grade.
Third grade.
And then I did third to like 5th. Then I shot back down there and then came back for high school and finished out there and then went back to college down there. Yes, I've been to college. A university at that. And then I came back and then things got kind of, sketchy.
So when you're, is Portland home or is New Orleans home?
And I can't really, I had to say both.
Both?
I got to say both because New Orleans got my mama, so that's where nigga.
So when you with the mom side of the family, what part of New Orleans is home to you out there?
Oh, the 9, the 5+4, CTC across the canal.
Okay,
That's cool. We live out in the east though, more so in the east, but it's a cool little neighborhood. It ain't the same now. It's different since Katrina. It's like a total different. Like I was tripping. I ain't
was
never.
you here or out there when it happened?
I was in Katrina too. We had to run from that. We did. We ran to Atlanta. Damn. I remember when my cousin Trent and my boy James, we were his mom. He played for the Saints, and we was. I remember that's a whole different story. Like I remember that night like it was yesterday.
Well, bro, speak on it. What happened?
Ben, they was playing a game. I believe it was a Thursday night game, if I'm not mistaken. So while we in there, reception is kind of bad. I remember this shit so vividly. We get everybody like in there gets a hurricane alert thing, but it says like a 2 or something. It's like tomorrow morning something. So I'm like, so the Saints win. We go to this club that's on like the 33rd floor. It rotate around, and like motherfuckers just start getting phone calls like it's getting worse than they predicting this, but nobody's really paying attention to that shit. Like it's like a full blown party going off. Keep in mind it's rotating on the 33rd floor in a building. So bam, so we get to the house, we chilling, we kind of like go to sleep, but then my nigga comes in, he's like, hey, he wakes us up, he's like, hey, we gotta go. I'm like, it's like 5 something. I'm like, what do you mean? They was like, he turns the news on, nigga. They like, it's got category 5 coming straight to us. Something. My mom's house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 houses away from the levee. Right. So I'm like, all right, okay. Yeah, it's kind of serious now. All right, let's do it. So we pack up. I tell my mom, like, I'm finna come get you. You pack up too. But mom's just tripping. Mom's just because me and her just sat through a category 2 like it was nothing. Right. So I kind of understood her. So I'm like, Mom, we gotta go. This is category 5. I was like, Mom, that's the Lake Pontchartrain. Look it up. It's a lake that you can't see the other side of. It's huge. I'm like, Mom, we right by the water. We gotta go. She's like, Nah, I'm just gonna sit it out with Bernie, my dad, my stepdad, rest in peace. And so I called my dad. He was like. I was like, Dad, man, she tripping. And they not together. I'm like, Dad, man, she tripping, man. He like, man, you better make your mom get in that car and get up out of there. You got some pounds of water coming towards you, and you right next to some water. Man, you need to get out of there. You should already been going.
My mama couldn't tell me she ain't coming.
Yeah, she got it together, and they ended up going to Baton Rouge, and we ran up to Atlanta, and then it was like. Normally it takes 6 hours to get to Atlanta from New Orleans. Yeah. That took like 12 hours. It was because
of the traffic.
Traffic. We on a 2-lane thing, but we got 4 lanes going. It's like it was treacherous.
Hey man, shout out to that boy Rich James.
It was treacherous. Shout out to the survivors and everybody that we lost to.
Oh man, bro,
it was different. It was a different type of. Imagine your comfort zone being crushed in front of you. In front of you. You lose contact with your mom. I lost contact with my mom because the towers. Anything that had 504 couldn't call out. Luckily, my number was still 503 because I've been back and forth and I got most of my people's up here. Right. So I'm calling her for like 2 days. Every time you watch the news is giving you bad news. And something tells me I was like, man, text her. And this is before texting was really like big. It was called I forgot, it was called something else. And so I was like, all right, let me try. So I texted to her. She don't know how to text. So I'm hoping and praying. I sends it out. man, like I said, like 15 minutes later, I get a long ass, weird ass text, but it was from her.
Right.
And I was like, cool.
She good.
Cool. Yeah, they had made it, and it was a long ride or whatever, but they made it though.
Where you said you went down to Georgia when that happened?
I went to several. I went to Atlanta first because we had some people that offered us refuge, and then from there, I was like, I'm so shooken up and like trying to get back to my people. I just had a newborn son. I'm like, and that was a whole nother story. He almost was gonna be with me, but he ended up not being with me, and that was a blessing because I would have been one of them people still on infamy and shit. Bruh. For real. It was treacherous.
You got to survive.
I literally went, I'm telling you, when we went into the super Walmart, this is within like less than like the morning time. We woke up at like 5. We probably got on the road about like 10 or 11. It was that, like, you got to get up and move. Like, and by the time we got to the super Walmart, when I tell you it was bare, produce and all.
Niggas was breaking in and just ran.
I don't even think they broke it. I think it was already open and everybody just got on survival mode like at once. It was bare, bro. It was a super Walmart.
I couldn't imagine, like,
it was different.
Being from the West Coast, we got earthquakes and shit like that.
Yeah.
I know the big earthquake that happened on the West Coast was in '89, which was the year that I was born. So I don't really understand or really got a chance to experience any kind of like natural like disaster and shit like that. So
you ain't never been in one?
Nah,
it's different.
Nah, the closest thing was what was it, like 2013 when they had the tsunami warning out here?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the closest thing. You feel me? And then now Corona.
Yeah,
but that's
real.
not a natural disaster though. But
no, it ain't natural. No, absolutely not. But it's something that's gonna definitely. It was
in the books.
It was all good just a week ago. Remember, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. Remember, it was supposed to be 2 weeks.
Yeah, but supposed to.
This is what 2 weeks look like.
Bro, what month is this? Like,
man,
6?
We in a warp, man. Shout out to everybody that's still hearing me that wash their hands and cover their face, man. Because it's real. It's some people. You know what's alarming? It's some people that still don't take it serious. Like it's a game or something.
So when it came to the whole thing about we gotta wash our hands, we gotta get hand sanitizer, we gotta get the sanitized wipes and wipe everything down. Anybody that know me for real, like. For real, no, like, bro, I'm a germophobic like a motherfucker, bro.
Like, let's go.
Especially my sisters and my brother and my mama. Like, I done got in arguments with my family about the way that they keep shit versus how I keep shit. You feel me? So when they was pushing the issue about, we gotta sanitize shit, bro, I've been doing this. Good. So yeah, we Gucci. But now with baby girl being a diabetic and shit like that, like her immune system is compromised. So I took it a little bit more serious about who I'm around, who I'm smoking after, just shit like that. I
can't afford to get sick
at all.
Like, cause I help take care of my dad. I can't spend 14 days away from him, and I damn sure ain't finna chance it. So 14 ain't really gonna be 14. 14 probably gonna be like 20 or something.
So pops really depend on you.
I mean, we got a nice little system set up, but still, that's my dad. I want to see him, and he give me energy, I give him energy.
Bet.
So he's still here. I learned to argue less and just enjoy the moment, and that's what I do. I rock with him. It's my dad. It wasn't always like that.
Oh, bro, me and my pops, we don't even talk, so I'm already knowing how that is. As far as Corona go, though, I really want to touch on that.
Let's spin it.
How has Corona affected you personally, and how has it affected you on a business level?
Personally, my stepdad, same man that ran with my mom during Katrina, he made it through Katrina. He didn't make it through COVID. Rest in peace to Bernie. He died from COVID.
He died from COVID?
From COVID. Like, I was like, and this is like early. It's like I forgot the exact date, but yeah. So that's personally how it was. And I was just like, before then I was already like weirded out because I had already shut down and shit, and because I was feeling weird when I'm in my car and then people were still coming up. Because I see a lot of people every day,
right?
So that means my numbers is going to be a little bit, my chances of
getting
coming, it's going to be a little higher than everybody. So I was starting to feel like weird when people was coming up. Then I was washing my hands consistently. It was just a lot. So I just shut down. I was like, man, I'm good. But then. That's a whole nother story in there. My mom had it too, and she made it.
She did?
She did, but man, yeah, she did. By the grace of God. And my stepsister, yep.
That is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. That's real life. That's real life.
Like a motherfucker.
Like, it just did, like, I've already, like, sat with that on it, but when I said it again, I was like, damn, like, she did. She's like, I'm talking about she was on the brick too.
not to discredit the what would you call it, what he passed away from, but just the whole thing about COVID and people, their deaths being labeled as COVID related. Do you really think that a lot of people that they say have passed away from COVID is really from COVID?
Oh, you want
on a more conspiracy level?
You want to dig?
I mean,
man, I don't trust them. I don't trust anything that they say is bad. I got to take a look at it. Because why are you telling me that's so bad? Why are you making it so much that that's bad, that's bad, that's bad? Because there's got to be a reason for that. Because if it's really good for me, if it's really good for me, was you going to tell me if it was good? So I don't trust them on really too much of that. Do I think they cook in the books? If I go off this government's history, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it real? Absolutely. But is there a play being busted right in front of our faces? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's a grand play. I haven't really quite zoned in. I got a couple ideas, but I'm like, some stuff is just writing on the wall. They getting down. Somebody's getting down. And I know it ain't us. I know I've seen people that normally haven't had this X amount of dollars now have an X amount of dollars. It's like this coming. It's like this the table and hundred thousands and millions is being pushed off the table, and we down there, and people's catching it. So it's a little different. Something's going on. Why are you getting rid of all that right now? How you want that to come back? You want to digitalize it? I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know.
Okay, and then on a business level, how
business level
COVID affected you?
Well, at first I had to shut down. I wasn't comfortable. It was weirding me out, and it's still kind of it don't weird me out. I've grown to just like know how to handle it, but I just be like I'll be weirded out by people that like don't wear their masks and stuff and want to come closer because I shut down. And then I was sitting there thinking, I'm going in my mind like, money's slowing down, but people need to eat and like everything else is shut down. Like, why would I be shut down right now? Right. I got to figure something out, but I got to make it to where I'm comfortable with it and their safety is cool. So then I remember back in the day, a couple people had like when I was parked at certain spots, they had slid up like they was in the car and it was like damn near perfect level. And I was like, you know what? And I went and found a pick. I was like, man, let me run that back. So I went and tried the first day and then it was a hit. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I get my distance. You get your distance, you get this food, bam, you're out of here. I like it. And it ended up booming. I had a couple of spots booming this summer. Actually, so yeah, it was a blessing, it was a curse, I guess. But it was definitely a blessing in disguise.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
For the people that are listening, I don't want to leave them in the dark. Let's give the people an idea of who it is that we dealing with. What is it exactly that you do?
What is exactly that I do?
Or what kind of food or services do you?
I am the owner of Hana Snowballs, authentic snowballs, and more. I sell what some like to call snow cones, but it's better. It's shaved ice. It's a totally different experience.
What's the difference between a snowball?
I'll break it down for you because that's where the story is at. So. Your regular snow cone, the ice is all crushed up and, normally when they put the flavoring on it, it all runs to the bottom. You got to hurry up. You usually knock the ice off and then get to the little part where it starts getting wet and then you mess with it a little bit. Now, snowball, on the other hand, it's cut up. It's cut fine, like to the fluff till it's actually snow. Right. So when I pour the syrup on it, whatever syrup that you like, your choice. What's your choice? What's your favorite flavor?
When I came to come tap in with you, I did the pineapple.
Absolutely.
And did you have a white chocolate?
No, we don't have white chocolate. We got something clear though.
No, I'm thinking of the milk.
Oh yeah, condensed milk. Yeah. So bam, when we pour the syrup on it, every last flake, every last floor absorbs it. So you get the same bite consistency in every bite. That's the difference between the snowball and the snow cone. The snow tells the story.
So snow cones got like chips of ice.
Yeah, it's
versus
crushed up. Yeah,
flakes of ice.
Yeah,
bet.
Yeah, actual snow. I'll be making snow.
What gave you the? Okay, so before that, you ever been locked up?
Absolutely.
How much time you done did?
Total?
Well, yeah.
Like 8.5, 9. I gave it to him in installments.
Okay.
Like I did. I think the first one was 3, but I went to boot camp, got out. Then the second one was flat out 4, and then the next one was like 3 or something like that.
So you didn't do some penitentiary time?
Yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to your Your background. What does the system know you for?
What did the system know me for?
Yeah.
Probably a pistol toter.
Pistol toter.
Yeah, that's probably what they would.
So you was into
classify
some
me
shit.
as. Yeah. 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 That's what they would classify me as.
That's that Louisiana in you?
Nah, that's up here.
That's up here.
More up here.
So when you was down there, was you getting in trouble?
Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, I got kicked out of Catholic school. I did. I was tripping at school. So I had to think about when you said that, I was like, was that up there? But then I had to think back when I was down there, what was I doing? And I was kind of tripping. I was tripping.
He said kind of.
Yeah, I got kicked out of Catholic school. I was pissed, man. My mom was hot too. And I had to go to the public school. They public schools? Nigga, let me tell you, right here in the God, this is the 6th grade.
Okay.
I go to their public school. I got to catch the bus. I ain't never catch the bus. I'm out of town, but I ain't out of town. Because I know how to get where I'm going. Right here in the God, the first day I go to the class, 6th grade class, there's a pregnant girl in there.
What the fuck?
Right in the God. Right in the God. I remember her name and all that. She had some big hoop earrings. She was hella cool. But that's how I got introduced to public. I was like, damn. And it was they was hold on. This is the first day. This is the first day. I'm not making this up. I'm not capping. None of that. Bam, she was there. On the other side, ducked off. They're doing a tattoo. This is like first period. This is first period.
Like paper or
no, with a thread, needle and a thread.
Oh, these
the
are
old school way.
gangsters.
Yeah, no, it wasn't no girls. It was some dudes, but it was different. But I learned fast. Like, and they do the paddling down there. They still they was when like you get in trouble, you go to the office. Either they'll call your parents or basically they'll paddle you.
Paddle you?
Paddle, yes, with a big old Put your hands on the table. Look
what
at that
year
spot.
was this?
I want to say like 90, 91.
I'm smoking somebody.
90,
Oh, you better not put your
91.
fucking hands on my child.
90, 91, something like that. Yeah, easy. That was easy.
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck.
Sometimes you was in class tripping like, hey, I'll take mine right now. I'll take mine right now.
And what, not call your parents?
No, they still had to let them know they did
Don't
it.
touch me.
Yeah,
You better let my mama and my daddy.
absolutely.
Your parents want to whoop your ass there.
They would let them. They would provide a space.
So you do,
No
you
cap.
get your ass whooped
For real.
at school.
I like that. Because you need to get dealt with on the spot. But as
They
far
did
as
that.
someone else putting their hands on my child, I'm not with that, bro.
School got first swing, bro.
I don't give a fuck. And I got the second on
Definitely-
you, nigga.
It definitely was like that down there, and that was like 1990 or whatever. So I learned fast, but it was a total different experience. It was cool though. I learned you grew up fast. They live fast down there.
How fast? Like what kind of shit was going on
Just everything you could possibly think of.
in the 6th grade?
I seen a lot in 6th grade down there. It was for coming from the Catholic school to that was a total culture shock.
What was Catholic school like?
It was good. I learned a lot. It's different. They got it more organized and they really help you. They stay on you. I remember it was
You feel like you learned a lot in Catholic school compared to public school?
absolutely. No, I learned a book at at Catholic school. I learned a lot of life at public school.
Well, that's what I meant as far as when I say
Yeah.
learning, like education wise.
Yeah, no, I learned a lot of life at public school. Fast. You had to.
Of course, there's
But
more
it's
shit.
like
going
it's I'm telling you. It was plus this is when this is 1990, 1991 maybe. This is like when it was like the murder capital of the world. So
I
it's
was
a
like
lot
2,
going
3 years
on,
old.
bro. There was a lot going on. I was on a bus and there was a lot going on the bus. I was like, damn, these niggas don't give a fuck.
What was some of the most craziest shit that you think you seen as a kid?
As a kid?
Because the 6th grade, bro, that's a kid to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I seen a lot.
Because that pregnant shit, I'm still stuck on that, bro.
Bro,
What is you doing fucking?
I'm coming from Catholic school. Straight up and down, ain't none of that. Bam, bam, bam. The first day, their school's already going on because I got kicked out in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already in school. I get there, and I remember that burnt in my mom. Was like, wait a minute, she's pregnant, like big pregnant, and everybody knows she's pregnant, and there's no problem. I was like, damn. I remember that being burnt in my head. I was like, damn, that was one.
That's
then the
heartbreaking.
tattoo in the corner. Big pregnant, and it was no hiding it. It wasn't no normally like if even if somebody was pregnant at the Catholic school, which it possibly could have been, they're gonna hide it as
Until
best
like
possible
2-3 months.
until they can't. But there it was different. And keep in mind, this is 1990, 1991. So I was like, it burnt in my mind. And then the teacher was so nonchalant, Like
not even paying attention.
No, he was trying to have some control, but it just wasn't no control. So he kind of had to go with the flow of the class. They was controlling the class with they flow. He was just trying to, how whatever he was trying to do. It didn't work good.
Kids are
But we still got homework and we still had to do it or you wasn't passing. And they come back with that little piece of paper or whatever, or that worksheet.
But so when it comes to doing time, when was the last time you was locked up?
What
was the last stretch?
2012 to I think 2013 or 2014, something like that.
So roughly under 2 years.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yep.
What did you go away for that time?
The police found a pistol and it was theirs, and they said it was mine. That's what I went to jail for.
Wait, what?
It's a long story. I don't want to get into it, but the police found a pistol in their car that was theirs, and they said it was mine. And they didn't have no DNA, no fingerprints, no nothing. And I took it to the box. Because normally I didn't take deals in my past deals, but then this time I was like, man, I ain't just sitting down because I ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I ain't sitting down like that. And
they had you for something else.
No, yeah.
They picked you up on something else.
Yeah, and then they found that and they said it was mine. I'm like, nah, that ain't mine. But they tried
Aren't
to
they
take me in
supposed
the
to
room.
pat you down before they
They
put you
did. They did twice. Very thoroughly too. Twice.
I'm a fat nigga.
Yeah, I brought all that up in court, so I don't trust you. I said they patted me down. Keep in mind, they patted me down twice before I've gotten out of this car. When I got in the car, when I was standing there, then before I got in the car, then they had the cuffs on me too tight. I asked them to pull over so I could get some more because my shit they was cutting me. Like, if you fat, if they don't double cuff you, it's gonna be a long ride. It's gonna be a long ride, and you're gonna I still like my fingers sometimes get numb from them cups, and so it was one of them. And then they got down there and they tried to get me coming back in there. They tried to tell me what they found, and I was like, I don't care what you found. I don't care if you found the knife that killed Jimmy Hoffa. I said it wasn't mine. I said it wasn't mine. So I went to the box. Actually, I went with the judge. I should have went with the fucking jury. And she said, I can't say 100% that you did it, Mr. Bill, but I can't say 100% that you didn't. And with that, I have to. She sentenced me. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
That's fucked up. Why do
and
you
it was
have
a big
to
gun
go?
too. It was a big gun too. And my mother was like, she said down, and my lawyer said, with all due respect, I know my client's a big guy, but he's not that big. I was like, man, somebody said. But yeah, that's what it was for, man. But I took that time. I actually took that time to. That's when a lot was going on with me mentally. I was on a journey that I didn't know I was on. Now that I think about it, and so
what was that journey?
Just the transition from one side to the next, like transitioning into who I'm gonna be or who I want to be, or unlocking who I am. Let me say that. Say that like that. Yeah, unlocking who I am. So, but I didn't know it at the end, but that's what it turned out to be, and that's when I actually sat down. I wrote the plan for Hana's at the intake. I got the paper and all the pictures to prove it with the little cartridge pen that they give you. I wrote it out. Yeah, because they don't give you a whole one because somebody get banked. Right. So they give you the little cartridge, and I wrote it out with that. Me and my I would sit there and write. We'd be in there because the intake is hella long days and you hungry. So we in there hungry, me and my celly. And I'm like, man, what would you go for right now? And he'd be like, man, when they did this. I was like, yeah, that was cool. And just going through some hungry shit and just writing, thinking about the menu. I already knew about the snowballs from New Orleans. So I was like, yeah, I think they ready.
Hey, I'm going to keep it 100. That is a real nigga for you. Cause I done been in jail a few times, and it's like, cause we on day 45, and I'm like,
I could go for it,
nigga. If I was out right now,
what would you eat,
bro? I had my bitch whip up, wow, this, that, and the other.
Some hungry shit,
yeah, nigga. So okay, I feel that, my nigga.
That's how it was.
So you came up with Hana's.
Hana's was gonna be called. Yeah, I had several names, but then my mom put it together, and she said, I know what you should call it, and I was like, what? She was like, Hana's. I'm like, Hana's? I'm like, Mom. I said, Mom, who the hell is Hana's? And she was like, Hana's. And she said, Heaven, Alante, Nevaeh, Alana, Asante. That's my kids' initials. And I was like, oh, that's it.
Running with it.
That's it. I said, that's it.
Ain't nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing else to talk about. I was like, it all made sense to me. I was like, yep. Yeah, good looking. I'm taking this one to the bank. I knew it. I was just like, that was perfect. It wasn't no debating with it. It was nothing.
So when you got out, what month was that when you got out?
I think it was like July. I do believe like July. July seems familiar. It was nice outside.
July of 2012, you said, or 2013?
Like 13, I think, or 14. I can't remember.
So how long after you got out of the pen did it take for you to get Hana's up and running?
I didn't go straight to that. While I was in there on that journey, I was on the phone one time and I looked at, they got the little board with the little information and shit. And so I'm on the phone and I just happened to glance over and they seen something that said, "Do you want to make $30 an hour?" I'm like, wait a minute, that caught my eye. So I read it. They talking about the flag and shit. And I'm like, oh, so they like for, I think it was like $80 or something like that, you can get certified. I'm like, bam, I hit my dad. I'm like, Dad, I need such and such for such and such. He sends it. He makes sure I get it. I take the class, bam, get that out the way. I just so happen to know somebody that somebody tells me in there that somebody that I know has a company. And I'm like, oh, I need to get a hold of her. I ended up getting a hold of her. Man, but
it was a female?
Yeah, it was a female.
Was her name Renelda?
Nuh-uh. It was somebody that had worked with her too, though. I know her too, though, but it wasn't her.
Okay.
And after that, I got out. I could have worked like the next day. I could have. But she was like, nah, take your weekend off, enjoy it. But Monday, and then I was flagging by Monday.
I fuck with that flagging shit. Flagging kept me above water for many years. Man. Many years, bro. I'll say I did flagging for like
money.
6.
It's life-changing money if you stay with it.
Oh, that prevailing wage? Bro,
that's it. That was it. I did one job that wasn't prevailing wage, and I knew that day. I was like, "Don't never send me on that because that wasn't it. That wasn't it." When you tell me I just stood here for 9 hours and only got $90, man, that's kind of bad because I'm normally 9 hours is
But when it's that prevailing wage and you done worked about 12, 13 hours,
they fat,
nigga. What?
They fat. I remember them checks. Every Friday.
Yeah, it was every Friday, bro.
Every Friday.
When you was doing that prevailing wage, you was touching Friday. About 700, 800, maybe even 12, depending on.
It was 12. 12. We was working 14s. It was 1,200, easy 1,200. Because I think I was going exempt too, just stacking my money.
He giving game right now.
Yeah, just stacking my money.
That's like a motherfucker.
Message. I heard a zip and just went and just got it out the mud. Right. On my feet. I'm even, man, feet hurting, back hurting, days and nights is blurring. But I had a lot to prove when I came home. I had a lot of expectations that was hanging over my head, but I knew I was I didn't know for sure. Mm-hmm. I'm not cocky like that. I'm hella confident. I didn't know it, but I knew I had something to come home and do.
How long did you do the flagging for?
Ooh, probably like 2.5, maybe 3. And then it came to a point, situation got kind of weird. I had to make a decision if I was going to continue to work for somebody or go back into the workforce. And I'm like, I just can't see myself working from somebody. It was that point I was like, I just can't really see it. And I was like, I got to do something. Then I had this plan, and I was like, I remember I called my sister, and I was like, man, I'm finna run it by Dad and see what he think. Like, I think I might do it. And she was like, I think you can do it if you want to do it. Do it how you want to do it, how you would do it. And I was like, and I'm still back and forth, double dutching with it. And then I just said, fuck it. I ran it to him. He didn't say nothing the first night. The next morning he called. He had a lot of questions, but he was like, yeah, you should. And I was just like, fuck it. And I just took that leap. And it was, that leap's scary. Mm-hmm. But once you catch the wind,
smooth sailing.
Just catch the wind, keep your energy cool, and just be you, man. It's a good thing. Once you unlock it's like unlocking a combination, unlocking a safe. Right. And you've been trying this motherfucking number the whole 30 years. You've been trying this number, trying to see what's in there, bam, bam, bam. And then you finally crack that motherfucker. You know what's in it? You.
A new you.
It's you. Yeah, it's you. You just unlocked it and you just take it to the next. It just take you. It's cool. That's what happened. The best way I could take. And just keep going. Absolutely. Motherfucking marathon continues.
Man, absolutely. Bro. That part.
Absolutely.
When you got Hana's up and running, what was some of your first equipment? What was the setup?
The first, man, it was a process, man.
Did you immediately already have a a rap truck, or did
No,
you start
absolutely
out?
not. I started from the motherfucking mud. I was up late night tweaking on the phone, looking at Craigslist in Salem, Craigslist in Seattle, Craigslist in Olympia. So just looking, trying to see what I could afford and what my vision was gonna look like, what I best seen fitting or whatever. And I did that for a minute. And while I was doing that, I was tweaking out on the whole snowball stuff, like who has the best machine, and then figuring out how to make my flavors and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then it just I got it out the mud. Period, point blank.
How much practice did you do before you went live with it?
That's the thing. I'd already, being that I was in New Orleans, like, cause like they make it right in front of you all the time. So I kind of had some always, cause I always wanted to be able to do it, cause they just made it look so smooth and shit down there. And I was just like, damn, I want to do that. That's why when people see me making them, like to this day, I even still be amazed when I be making them, cause they all look different when you make them. So I get it, cause I remember I used to watch them make it like, damn. So I kind of knew how to do it, but I probably get in there and I just probably ran through like a cool brick, just to run through it and see what it
get the feel down.
Yeah, giving out
your regiment.
Shit. And then I just started when I was wanting to fuck around, I would go live, tell my niggas to come over that knew me, that's close to me, and we just do a taste test as I was getting the flavors down. Bam.
Hey, I'm a fat nigga. I fucks with the snowball with the ice cream.
The ice cream in the middle. Yeah. Nigga, that's the stuff, snowball. Some people know about that. A lot of people don't know about it. It's different though. They take it to another level.
There's levels in life. You feel me? Are you down here with it, or are you XL?
It's definitely different.
I'm XL with it, bro. I need everything.
And then you get the condensed milk with it too, with the right flavor.
I gotta smoke first.
Oh yeah, people be coming.
You see me in that line at Hana's, nigga. You know I'm higher than bitch.
They be so high. They be coming up. They be like,
bro, just give me whatever.
I'll be like, yeah, no, just surprise me, bro. Surprise me. I'm like, I got you. I see you, man. I hear you, man. Let me go hook you up real quick. Yeah, I feel your energy, man.
When did you start getting like real recognition? And when I say real recognition, like from the community outside of your community.
I got a hard time answering that because my brother told me, he was like, bro, you a ghetto celebrity. I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm real humble about it. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't really pinpoint that. People will probably say that at different levels, because all I was doing, I'm to this day, I'm winging it. Mm-hmm. All I did was write that down, and I just stayed within myself, and just once you went like that creative or whatever, just once you just know you can do whatever you put your mind to.
Right.
Like that's a whole totally different type of thing. Like it ain't really too much. Like if I feel like I could do it. If I put my mind to it and I got the time and I set the time aside to go do it, I can master anything if I do that. And I just focused and honed in on this. And I did not know it was going to be this big, but as soon as I got my cart and brought it back, like I mean, the first two people, they like, bro, this already bigger than this already. And I'm like, well, this what we got. This is what I'm going with.
And you just didn't see it though.
I seen it because I didn't see it because I was in it.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can say it. I didn't see it because I was in it, but the people around me definitely was catching it. And then when I got the rap on it, it was like, to this day, people when they walk past my house, mm-hmm. they stop and look and be like looking like, damn, what is this? They check out the Milliaon and all that. I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. But it was just all just me tweaking out on the phone, handling stuff through emails, talking to people, making connects. This person designed it for me, bam. Send me the vector form so I can send it to these people. So then you get that, bam. So when you stretch it out, it don't look blurry. Right. It looks actually crisp, and actually, if you look at Hana's, I'll get you up with some game. It's actually two themes that they put together. It was the Mardi Gras theme on the bottom, mm-hmm. and at the top it's like some snow. It's like a winter like thing. Mm-hmm. He showed them to me separate, and I was like, "Can you put them together?" And that's what he came up with. It was hella dope. I was like, "Hell yeah!" I'm trying to see if I can get my new truck wrapped like that, but I got to see what they talking about first.
So when you first got Hana's up and running, and you had your first truck, your first machines and stuff like that, how long did it take for you to step your game up from where you were already at to, all right, I'm gonna take this amount of money that I've already made and invest this back into Hana's to something more? Because then you get a new truck.
No, I just got a new truck.
So you've always had, because I remember when I first bumped into you, you was parked at the side of the school.
Yeah,
And you had a like a regular like a pickup truck, and you had
no,
the
it's a white
trailer.
truck. Yeah, hooked up to it. Yeah, that's the one I had from the gate, and I just got the upgrade. I just upgraded
To the red truck.
to the red truck. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the shop. Shout out to him too.
How does that feel?
Man, it feels man. Man, to be totally honest, it feels it's amazing. It's overwhelming. It's exhilarating. But I love it and I'm built for it. That's how I feel. It's a lot, but I can already see it in my mind. My mind don't stop, so I can already see it being put together. And it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna shoot my best shot. I guarantee you that.
Bro, that's
I'm gonna
all
shoot
you
my
can
best
do.
shot.
You feel me?
That's all I go. I'm gonna definitely do that, and I'm gonna make adjustments where I need to make adjustments. I got a griddle in there, but I don't really want to make burgers and stuff like that. Like I don't know. It's it could be anything. I can make Phillies or I don't know, but I don't really want to do all that.
What happened? Because I know you was toying around with the ice cream for a minute.
No. That's gonna be that. Yeah, that's gonna. I'm gonna probably have to do that seasonal for now. I don't know because or it's gonna be at the storefront pre-made, at the Geneva building. It'll probably be there. Pre-made.
Well, why seasonal on the ice cream?
Because it's a lot. It's a lot to do in the shelf life. If they don't come get it, I'm not comfortable with the shelf life till I perfect the base mix. So I just like if they ain't really asking for it to come to get it, I gotta like if they order it, I'll make it. But I do have enough room where I could put the portable ice cream machine that I got on the counter and do it like on the weekend.
But I thought it was made to order anyway.
It is made to order. It is made to order. I just gotta figure it out first for where it can fit in there.
We gonna get it together. We gonna figure it out. Fuck it.
Because that's what it was initially supposed to be. I might have to cut the counter. I probably could cut. I should cut the
You see him thinking?
No,
He manifesting some shit right now.
to cut the counter. I see it in my mind. Like it could probably fit right there too. And it'll be right by the window, so they can see. Well, they ain't gonna probably because it's like a lip like that big, so they might not be able to see. But I could set it on something too, though.
So when it comes to Portland, right? Where does your how would you say it? Like, okay, so you said mom's was Louisiana.
Yeah.
Dad is from Portland.
He's from Texas, but his people came out to Portland, so I'm gonna say from Portland too.
How was growing up in Portland for you?
Growing up in Portland, it was cool. It was a little bit slower than New Orleans, but it was still active back then. It was just we was all kids just moving around, trying to figure everything out, but we wasn't grown, but we thought we was. It was. I mean, I had a regular West Coast. Yeah, I did, but I had both though. Because I had both. I grew up here and I grew up there, so I had the best of both worlds. If you ask me.
What side of Portland did you grow up on?
North, right on the borderline, Vancouver. But I stayed most of my time in Northeast. I ran through the Northeast.
What high school was you fucking with when you was out here?
I started at Grant, but I ended up at Jeff. I'm a Democratic.
Ooh.
I did. My dad wasn't. Well, I was tripping at Grant. My first two rows. My first two rows on the report card was 5 Fs and 2 Ds.
Nigga, what?
Was 5. I'm not lying to you. I got the
You
transcript
was
to prove it. I was tripping.
up.
I was tripping, and my dad was like, "Nah, we finna get you up out of here, get you some." I ended up going to SEI at Jeff, and then it was cool. At first, I was mad because I was going there because that's such a big rival.
You all right?
But after that first week, it was, nigga, I'm mad I wasn't here before because it was too smooth. It was good. It was a good vibe.
What was going on at Grant that had you getting bad report cards?
Oh, I was skipping class, gang banging, doing a little bit of everything, tripping, dice games, skipping class.
What hood was you tied in with?
With the Unthanks Park.
So that's where you was always functioning at.
No. I didn't. I started somewhere else.
As far as like in town or
No, here.
Okay.
Here. Okay. Growing up in Portland, my cousins was the Gonzaleses, and my cousin Alex lived right up the street. So on my way going back and forth from football, 'cause I played at Peninsula Park, and his house was on the way. I ended up seeing him. He's like, "What's up?" He's like, "We cousins, some, you know, let's come hang out." But my dad even says, "Like, yeah, you go hang out with them. They cool." But it ended up getting me tied into something totally different, and it was a fast learning curve. And this is back in the 92, 93, and it is what it was. And those were my cousins. But then I grew estranged and was like, I didn't like the way they was rocking. To be politically correct, I just didn't like the way they was rocking.
So
I just started fucking with them. Yeah, so I just started fucking with them, and then I migrated, and my niggas is all the way down there by Unthink. We was the 304s and the NEPs, but they all stayed down there, and then it just ended up over the time meshing together.
Did you ever fuck around with the music?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You was out here rapping?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let me find out. You got a mixtape floating around this motherfucker.
I got a mixtape at like somewhere written down. I just never because I started going to jail. So it was like I never really. I don't know. I didn't give myself a chance. That's the best way to put it. But I definitely thought I could have. I didn't perform and did all that.
I didn't know
on
that.
Stages. Yeah.
Oh, see, he over here dropping a message. You feel me? Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. So now we got the new truck. What's in store for Hana's?
Shout out Hana's too.
Hana's too.
Man, I'm definitely. I'm gonna add some chicken wings to the menu. I got some fries in there, and I'm just gonna start slow. I don't know which way I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be something simple but good.
So, quick question about the chicken wings.
Quick question.
I got a pet peeve about some motherfucking
question.
chicken wings. Right?
Talk to me.
I ain't trying to put my nigga business out there, but my nigga Rich, you feel me? He fuck with. He used to work at what's the spot? Wingstop. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, bro, I was mad when this nigga quit, bro. I was motherfucking mad. Can't nobody get my motherfucking wings right.
They can't get them
but
right.
This nigga. How do you like your not wings or your wings, not drums, but your wings? Is it just fried for the 12 minutes or double fried, hard?
I'm gonna use because if I'm getting them from there, I'm getting them sauced up. So I don't like them too hard sauced up because that kind of kill the meat. So I would say fry once. But if I'm gonna go, I would do double fried. But normally it's gonna be a quick give me one and then sauce him up.
I can't do it, bro. I gotta have my shit double fried, my nigga.
And they be on some bullshit anyway.
That's anywhere I go.
They be on some bullshit.
I can't do the saggy, soggy,
red on the inside,
the skin just, cause I'll throw it, nigga.
Nah, mine's probably gonna be, ain't gonna have flour either. It's probably gonna be naked too.
Naked?
Yeah, probably gonna be naked. So I gotta have a nice little flavor.
Let me dress that motherfucker.
I'm gonna probably do something like that. Have like something like 3 signature flavors or something. Something to start off with and just rock it out with some fries. Crinkly fries seem to be the choice of the pick this year. I don't know. I don't know. I like fresh cut too though, but I'd probably have to taste it to see exactly if I liked it.
I've always been waffle
but I like
fries.
fresh cut. I like fresh cut with like burgers and shit. With like something like wings or something, I low key like crinklies. I don't know why, because they're more crunchier, I guess.
What about the beer batter?
They cool.
Expensive?
No, they cool. No, just everybody don't like them.
True.
Everybody don't like them. I can still hardly have some on there, but I don't know. But definitely definitely those two. Same great snowballs, same the yak bag, same walking nachos. Like man, I just like it's crazy, man. It's a
My
good
man got
feeling.
a whole menu. This nigga menu taller than me.
Man. I just been going, and just been chilling, and I'm winging it. I no cap. I ain't got it figured out. I make mistakes just like any other human do. I just keep moving. I ain't taking no for an answer. That's what I ain't doing.
Bro, I've seen the police fuck with you.
Yeah, that was different, man. Hey, that night was different.
But it was on a consistent basis, though. It seemed like every other week they were coming to come fuck with you, and you was having to move and shit like that.
Oh, that's the burger police. Man, yeah, they... With this new joint, they probably gonna fuck with me too because it's big. It's the same size as it, but it's bigger and it's more seeable. So they probably gonna. I might have to.
So how do we get get it to where they stop fucking with you?
You can't it's no law against it, but there's no permit to do it. They have a sidewalk permit, but it's for like a little cart that you
Right.
can have on the sidewalk, a hot dog stand or something.
Right.
There's no actual permit for an actual food cart to sit there. There's no law against it either. They have the law. They do have a law where it's like what they do with the ice cream man. The ice cream man can drive around wherever, and he can make a stop for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then he gotta go. So basically, you could get it out your car and move it every 10,
that's
50.
doing too much.
I mean, hey, that's what they want to play. But that's if you got somebody that's really riding you, trying to mess with you. But I mean, they just no.
So does that fall under like Oregon's cottage law?
I don't know.
Or because I know like when we was in New Orleans, like we was tripping, like we driving through the towns and shit, and it's a literal like neighborhood. You feel me? Like you live here,
up here,
but you can bend 1 or 2 blocks in New Orleans, and it's a full-fledged bar, a full-fledged restaurant,
sports bar.
But it's a house though.
Yeah. They get to it.
That is crazy.
They get to it.
So the cottage laws in New Orleans, there is no like real pushback. You feel me? You can do whatever. It seems like any kind of money, like I don't give a fuck if it's $1. Oregon is in your ass about it, bro.
Yeah.
They on them butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Like, bro, just give
the
a
cost
nigga
of living
a break.
is a little bit lower down there too, but it's kind of probably catching up with Oregon now. Everybody going up for some odd reason.
This is this little young nigga that I still talk to from out there. Bro, he paid $600 for a 2-bedroom.
See what I'm saying?
A 2-bedroom.
Where's it at though? Where's it at though?
On the east.
In the east is different. The east is different. Look, bro, I grew up in the east. When I was younger, you wouldn't hear like
that's
too
the
many
9th ward,
cats.
correct?
Yeah,
That's where we was at.
So, but now when I went back, the last time I went back, I was at my sister's house, and it was heavy gunplay out the window, and I'm like, wait a minute, it was never like that, but it's different. They with it out there, and I'm
we
like,
seen a raid as we were leaving. The morning we were leaving New Orleans to go to Atlanta, but my daughter, she had to have some fucking Dunkin' Donuts. So we ended up having to go over this big ass, long ass bridge to the next city over behind New Orleans.
it wasn't Kenner or Metairie. Was it Metairie?
To be honest with you, big dog,
Was you going back towards the airport?
Okay,
he
further
was
away
going-
from that.
He was going.
It was over a bridge.
Slidell. Was it a long ass scary bridge?
Yeah,
It was
like an
Slidell.
old ass
It
bridge,
was Slidell.
swamp and everything, my
Slidell.
nigga.
It was
bro,
Slidell.
that's crazy you said that because I'm like, bro, if this
I know exactly.
motherfucker break,
If the wind go too hard, we
bro,
might die.
it was one of them scary movie bridges, bro,
Hey.
with the swamp and everything.
I tell people about that bridge all the time. They don't believe it until you actually see it, and you be like,
I seen that motherfucker.
You was like, whoa, like you feel uncomfortable. Did you feel safe?
You know how like you go on a roller coaster and you get to the top and then you go over and your stomach drop?
Your stomach dropped the
bro.
whole time though.
Yeah, it was just there.
Because you don't see nothing.
It
You
was
going- was it
foggy
night- was
and
it
shit.
night? Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
But we driving through the town when we get over that bridge.
Yeah.
No lie, swear to God, there was like 15 cop cars. But they, you know how like when they get ready to do a raid, they got their gun and one hand on the next person's back in front of you. So we just see the snake line of police. With nigga, I'm like, bro, who they fucking about to hit?
Right
I'm
now.
doing 2 miles an hour and shit, hella nosy, nigga.
Right
Tripping.
now. Yeah. It's different down there. But yeah, that's probably the Slidell.
Yeah, bro, I'm
It's
Gucci.
different. I love it down there though.
When's the last time you been back home?
I think last Essence before COVID, I believe, or did I? No, yeah, Essence, the last Essence. It was, man. It was. I mean, New Orleans is a different type of city. They got different type of people.
What kind of
Everybody talk to you. They say hi. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby?
I don't know, bro.
You
Cause
okay?
I feel like me and Jen, once people seen that we were together, we didn't get that, bro.
You didn't get that?
It was
I ain't
the
never not got that.
complete opposite.
They probably might have like some type of thing with. I don't know.
But
I
when
ain't
we
never
got to
experienced
Atlanta, it was all love.
it. Yeah.
It was crazy that mixed couple shit. But yeah, I feel like the vibe was they wouldn't.
It was
fucking with
different.
that
It was a
shit,
different type of vibe.
for real.
Yeah.
The snacks and shit out there, they're different.
Absolutely. All of them.
What kind of shit that you was fucking with back home or out there? As far as the
just-
snacks.
They got the zippers, the zappers. I mean, these one type of chips. Definitely a po' boy. That's mandatory. As soon as they get off the plane, You the po' boy while you was there?
That's what I didn't.
Oh, you tripping. I always give me an oyster, half shrimp.
I'm not fucking with no oysters.
Oh, you don't fuck with oysters?
Nigga, what? Y'all
It,
tripping.
it is an acquired taste, but the
closest-
delicious.
I
Have
fuck
you ever
with fried.
tasted one fried?
Nope. I do
I
fried
was like
clams.
that too. Once upon a time, I was like that too. Until my
Calamari.
dad made me. He made me one, and I never looked back. I was like, "That's an oyster." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh yeah." I'm all like that. A little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of tartar sauce. It's good for the gather. You ain't never had an oyster? You tripping?
You said some zappers, huh?
Yeah. See?
These right here?
Yeah.
These right here? Motherfucking zappers?
I thought
Come on, man. Come on, man. The
Not them
spicy
kind. Not
Cajun
them kind. I fuck with the other kind.
taters.
I fuck with the jalapeno cheese guy. But yeah, that's you stupid.
I ain't even
talking about
tried
these?
these yet.
You ain't tried them? You never tried them?
Bro, I was waiting
That's
for
crazy.
this, bro. I was waiting for this.
That's crazy.
I can't fuck around with
That's
New
crazy,
Orleans
bro. That's
without
crazy.
you feel me. New Orleans in the building. So before I try one of these zappers, well,
That's crazy that you actually got.
bro, what you mean? I got the voodoo ones.
Oh,
This
man.
is the kettle style. I got
That's
these
funny.
ones too. Shit.
They by her though.
Man, come on, man. I'm with my nigga. We thugging tonight.
But yeah, those normally with a not that flavor, but different flavor. You like them? What is that? Spicy Cajun crawtoad. Tastes like crawfish. Did you eat crawfish while you was there?
Hell yeah.
You popped the head, sucked the head, take the tail?
Nigga, no, I ain't that freaky.
Oh yeah. Nah. You gotta suck the head. You gotta suck the head. You gotta suck the head. Suck the head.
No, I ain't doing all that. I ain't for playing with no crawfish.
That's the best way to eat them. Crawdads. With some potatoes and some corn.
This ain't spicy. They
No,
good.
yeah, I usually fuck with the jalapeno ones.
What I did fuck with though that I liked out there was I went to this one spot. It was like something spirit in the name. It was like
Spirit.
something spirit. It was a like a boat type restaurant. I got a
Casino? Was it casino?
No, it wasn't in a casino. It was a restaurant, and it wasn't in New Orleans. It was like the city outside of it somewhere.
Had to be like Metairie or Kenner or something.
Yeah, the one with the M.
Metairie. Yeah.
Louisiana Seafood and Spirit. That's what it was.
It was like a boat ride.
It wasn't a boat, but it was like it had that boat type vibe and shit. And it had a big ass like
Did it float around?
fire. Nah, it wasn't on
sat on
water.
the-
It wasn't on water. It was on land.
Oh,
and it had like a big ass giant like what's that campfire shit that be out in the back? You feel me? It ain't wood, but it's like a big circle round thing.
Yeah, the little the pit. Fire
Yeah,
pit. Yeah.
I had one of those out there. But I got this fried salmon stuffed with motherfucking crab meat with etouffee sauce on top of that motherfucker on a bed of angel hair pasta. My nigga, when I said I felt
a
like
what?
that, nigga.
It was on what?
On a bed of angel hair pasta, nigga. What you mean? Oh,
That nigga said on a bed.
bed of angel hair
A
pasta.
bed of angel hair pasta. I felt it when he said it. That's why I said, on a what? No, that sound fire stuff. I fuck with salmon too. Especially with some crab meat, that sound fire.
You fuck with the plantations and shit out there?
Nah, my people got a house on a plantation. I done been there. I done took the tours and shit before, a tour. But I got people that live out.
Which one
on
did you
actual
take a
ones.
tour of?
I can't remember. I was younger. My mom took me on it. She made sure I was tapped in and seen all that type of shit.
That shit was bro. It was
real.
It was it was.
It's real. That's
I hit
where
two of them down
we
there.
came through that. Our people came through that.
I hit the Myrtles plantation, and then let me get it right this time because I fucked up on when I talked about them on the last video. I said it was the Oak Valley plantation. Correction, Oak Alley plantation. I went there, and Oak Alley. That's the one that Interview with a Vampire was filmed at. And when I got there, bro, when I say I felt bad energy, I had an attitude the whole time I was there, pissed off. You feel me? And it was just like no one did nothing to me. No one said nothing to me.
Energy felt like that.
It was in the air.
It was in the air. I bet. There's a lot of energy down there.
And then the information the nigga was getting to, it was just like the person that was like doing the whole tour when we got inside the main house. You feel me? It was a brother, and it was like I'm unraveling shit in my head about where I'm at, trying to listen to him, and then getting my thoughts in my head about, bro, I'm in a plantation.
What was going on?
And the nigga is giving me this information. And the fact that he's just like, he was kind of older, you feel me? So he had to slouch over a little bit. So you got this brother that's walking like this. He just looked like a slave. And it just, bro, it was fucking with me. It was fucking with me, bro.
I kind of see what you were saying. It's like if we still doing it, you just giving us an introduction to this shit.
And you getting a check for real.
Yeah. That's what they would say. Caught in the Matrix. It'd be like that.
So, got
I done seen it before. Yeah, Hannah's too. Shout out to Hannah's too. It's in the shop. She in the shop right now. That's what part of my day was today, just trying to make sure she get right, taking all the necessary steps, doing everything correct, no shortcuts, just getting it together, man. It's a beautiful thing. My dad called me every morning, excited. He's like, "So what you doing with the truck today?" What you doing, man? It's a good feeling, man. Shout out to my dad, man.
Yeah, shout out to Pops. We're gonna have a grand opening.
Yeah. I was just gonna get to it. I was just gonna get back to it. I mean, I might have to do something, but anywhere I go, I'm gonna be on the streets or something. I'm gonna be on nobody's lot.
I feel like when it comes to like Hannah's, like you are very involved in like events that have to give back to the community. So I would think that like the community would be there to support the Hannah's too. You feel me?
Would. I might be. Yeah, I got a couple ideas. I just thought about that. I wasn't really thinking about doing it though. I was just gonna get it open and just get back to it. But I mean, it is big, I guess. And it's within my 5th year. It'll be 5 years on March 1st. Bro, it's within my 5.
If you don't do the grand opening of Hannah's too,
yeah,
Hannah's too.
Long time coming. Shout out to Hannah's too. Shout out to Hannah's too, man. I got it out the mud, man, and I'm happy about it. And I thank you. I be tripping myself. I be driving down the street and I can see it when I hit the K, going down to my house. I can see it. I'm like, damn, I did that. And still jumping in the first one and getting it cleaned up and seeing what I'm gonna do with it. Like it's a blessing, man.
So who's gonna be running the first half?
I don't know. I don't know. It might. I might. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that just yet. I don't know because I can't be in 2-3 places at one time.
3 places.
Yeah, because the storefront. That's gonna be at the Joe Brown's at the Geneva building.
So storefront, Hannah's 1,
absolutely,
and Hannah's 2. Shout out to Hannah's 2.
Shout out to Hannah's 2. Yeah, but no, it's a man. I strategically I stay down. I stay consistent. Like I said, I'm still on that same journey that I told you about, and I'm just going with it, going with the flow, trying to keep my energy as good as possible.
That's all you can do.
Keep my head down and just focus on my craft, man. Take care of my kids, get my health in my hands, and man, try to do something in my life.
I've been following Brother Man on social media probably about like 2-3 years now. You feel me? Then seen him do his 1-2 in the community. Then pulled up to a few events he was attended to. And one thing that I do fuck with the most is some of the posts that you post. You feel me? And one thing that's caught my attention is I guess you would call it a slogan: "New money."
Let's
touch some new money.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind touching some new money?
Man, where that came from and where it remains, when you wake up, your goal should be to touch some type of new money. I don't care how much it is.
For that day.
50 cents, $50, $500, something, $250, whatever. You need to be touching some new money and rotating some money through the black community. But it's all doable, and it just takes you just finding your purpose or just, I mean, everybody's not going to be able to do everything, but everybody definitely has a purpose. I know that for 100. You just got to find out yours. And that's when you find out what it is, it all plays in together. And I believe, like, if you touch it, I get back to the community because that's how it's supposed to be. Because without the community, you're not. It doesn't, it's like vice versa, so why wouldn't you? That's how I look at it.
Facts.
That's just how it's supposed to go. It comes going. It's just a cycle. But please have good money management skills. Please don't hear me wrong.
Have good bags.
Yeah, have good money management skills. But there's a way that it's a system set up where things could be better if people just dialed in and focused in and honed in on their gifts.
Right.
Instead of doubting themselves. That's really what it be. Fear cripple a lot of motherfuckers. That's what it be. That's the last thing that's the one. Before I made that jump, that was the last thing that was at the edge, like, nigga, what's up? And I was like,
walking is a motion. And what the motion is one in front of the other. You're not going to get nowhere if you don't put one foot in front of the other.
You got to go.
You feel me?
You got to take it. It could work. It probably does. I see it happen all the time. I love seeing I love seeing entrepreneurs. I love seeing new entrepreneurs. It's good. That's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
And it's a privilege to be a part of it. It's like people is like definitely stepping out and finding out who they are, jumping in and stuff, figuring out that ain't it, and just moving around. That's what it is. It's supposed to be inspiration all across the board. And that's all I want to do is inspire somebody by just shit. 'Cause I'm winging it.
Right.
But I just give it how it come though.
So speaking of inspiration, right? A lot of people, and I've said this a couple times throughout different podcasts, they ask me when I'm like promoting my podcast and be like, hey, yeah, I got this new situation. Check out my podcast, yada, yada, yada. Oh, what's your podcast about? My answer changes. That's not even a fucking word. Changes sometimes because it's like you're gonna get different information on each episode. You feel me?
Absolutely.
One day we might have a dentist on this motherfucker. We might have a stripper on this motherfucker. But today we got Hana's. You feel me? And with that being said, this is a man that has been to the pen numerous times. Not to glorify the street,
but it's definitely everything I went through was to get me to this point.
Bet.
And I have no regrets. Some things I wish I did. Some things I wish I would have done differently. But if I have to sit there and look at myself and say this, everything I went through was to get me to there, I'm okay with that. Right. I see why. Because when I was in it, I didn't understand that, and I felt the type of way. But now, as the boy that was there and the man that's here, I get it.
Right.
I get it now. It makes sense to me finally.
On God, like you had to go through it to get to it.
Absolutely.
This man's been through the ups and downs, back arounds. You feel me? Bumped his head a few times. You feel me? So to see that to know that you've went through the trials and tribulations that you've been through, and to know and see where you're at today, what kind of good game can you give to a brother that's been or is in that situation that you was in?
In jail?
I mean, in jail, going on the path to jail. You feel me? What kind of game can you give him to be able to like steer him in a different direction? Like, bro, you can do it.
I would tell him, depending on who he is and how he was moving. But 9 times out of 10, I would tell him, first things first, tough guys don't act tough. They just are. Right. You don't got to act tough. You don't got to prove that to nobody if that's really you.
Right.
Second, be you. Don't let nobody make you feel different about how you think and question everything. Question everything, but definitely be yourself. And apply you got to hit the combination. You got to start on that combination early. I wish I would have started on the combination earlier than I was. If I knew what I knew when I got out the last time, when I was probably like 35, 34, something like that. If I knew that back when I was verse 21, 22, right, man, things would have been different. Oh, but I had to do some living, I guess. I gather.
If was a fifth,
man,
we all be drunk in this motherfucker.
Man, Jesus Christ, man. But I mean, everything happened how it was supposed to happen. It doesn't have to happen like that for you. You could, if you definitely pay attention to the things that's going on in front of you, use that as a cursor and what to do and what not to do.
Right.
But you got to pay attention. You got to be a sharp individual, and you got to want it. You got to want to live. Everybody don't want to live. Some people cool with surviving.
And that's bro. I can't do it. I don't know.
Say that again.
I said everybody don't want to live. Some people cool with surviving. They cool with that.
Why would you want to just
I don't know.
be here?
It's sometimes they don't honestly, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Sometimes they don't honestly know that that's what they're doing. You don't actually know that you're surviving versus what living look like to you. Everybody's living ain't the same, and a lot of people be focused on other people's living and gazing it off that. That's not a good path to go down because that's gonna lead up to somebody else's what that look like. And you can't base yourself off that. So if everybody was just doubting on them and trying to figure it out, it's a beautiful thing.
I feel like the world would be a better place.
It's a different mind state,
Right.
But I know, and I can only say because I remember when I was surviving, I didn't know I was surviving. No, I thought I was on top of shit, but I wasn't. I was surviving.
I feel like when we talk about people surviving, like I feel like that's just like motherfuckers that's letting the system take care of them type shit.
Some people need that, or I don't know.
But there's a lot of people that depend on the system
Yeah.
that could really
That's a
be
lot.
doing more for themselves.
Yeah, they could.
That's surviving.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, a part of it.
Absolutely.
I feel like the ones that want more, that were surviving, end up in positions like how you are today. You feel me? When you say you was surviving, you're not surviving now. You providing.
Yeah.
You got a whole, not regime, but like a whole platform, situation, business. You feel me?
That should be blowing my mind still.
To know that you went through everything that you went through.
I'll keep 100. It be blowing my mind still. I'll be like, damn. But I just got my head tucked down. But I take a step back every now and again and just look like, damn. Like I started from here, and I remember, and I just stayed down. I remember my close inner circle. They was just like, stay down, just stay consistent. You got to make them take you seriously. And like I did it like without a heater. I used to have a little heater. My feet be cold. I remember I'd be so cold. I had to have my wife put the bath ready so I could thaw out. Immediately. I'm talking about I'm in the tub and I can start to feel my cheek come back. Like it's cold. This is when I was downtown on Burnside, and it's like a wind funnel. So when it's cold, it's cold.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't really know. Unless you've been to the Northwest, this cold ain't no motherfucking joke.
Through shit. I'm in there with the full Columbia on, the nice one, the cool one, still gloved up, beanie down, trying to face anything that's exposed is cold. But you know what? I saw the snowball.
Yeah, you sold a snowball in the motherfucking snow.
I sold a couple. I did. I have. I can't say that.
Was you in town when we had that last big snowstorm?
Yeah, that's when they stole my generator.
I remember that.
They stole it in the store. Who does that? Remember how serious the snowstorm was?
It's serious.
But when I went, it was serious.
It was
people had went shopped and everything beforehand. So you're telling me on the night that it's a snowstorm, you came and hit and they cut wires they didn't even have to cut. I was pissed, man. I'm like, you could have took the.
How much did that set you back?
About like 15, two to get it immediately back up. I had to rewire. I had to get a whole nother generator. Insurance was tripping for a minute, so it sent me back. Yeah, like 2.
Thank God, brother man had his situation and know-how put together. Got it back up and running.
You got man, look, that's why I see a lot of people come up short that they don't follow the necessary steps to make sure you putting your best foot forward and you applying yourself and having yourself covered at all angles, and they take shortcuts.
Bet.
And that don't work. That's not good. I've seen a lot of that happening, and I try to give game where game is being welcomed.
Right.
So I just say if anybody hear anything, make sure you have your paperwork in order.
I feel like I don't care.
Because it makes it so much better. You can maneuver better. You cover it at all angles. You don't got to worry about nothing. And you just get in.
Your ass is covered. You feel me?
You good out.
I feel like a lot of people in any kind of situation, they I forgot where I was going with that. Pretty much like motherfuckers just need to cover their ass. You feel me? What you think, Jay?
Good shit.
Good shit.
Always.
They got a nigga hiding bitch in here. They didn't had a whole cup of tequila in this bitch.
Find your purpose and find that new money.
Man, let's touch some new money.
Nigga.
Shout out to Hannah's too.
Man, speaking of some new
Shout out to
promo.
Hannah's too.
Speaking of touching some new money, man, what kind of big plans you got for 2021?
Man, 2021, man, of course, Hannah's too. The Geneva building, I'll be opening up inside Joe Brown's. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be a nice little. That's definitely our grand opening.
Right.
As soon as we know, they'll know. A lot of man. It's like I'm out like 5 years. Well, I could kind of see what's things I'm gonna have to do and all that. But I mean, I don't. This year's gonna be a good year too. So I'm just gonna make some moves.
Right.
Establish myself a little bit better. Maybe, I don't know, maybe franchise. I don't know. I might be ready for that. I don't know. But I'm definitely finna just keep going. That's all I know how to
feel
do.
like with the franchise, if it does get to that point, I feel like that's the true definition of putting on for something.
I can see it. I want to hit a couple cities. I want to hit Las Vegas. I'm going to hit Las Vegas. Let me speak that into existence. I want Hannah's will be in Las Vegas, Arizona.
Arizona for sure.
Maybe somewhere in Cali.
Because it's hot than a bitch
Always.
in Arizona.
Always, but I think, and that's the only thing I'm like, do I want to put somebody out in the cart in that? Because I've heard that the heat is like excruciating.
Oh yeah, my sister used to live out there.
So I was like, I don't know, but so would it be a storefront then? If it's a storefront, I gotta have like immediate
AC and
the building should have AC. It's hot as hell down there. Just immediate like support from. I'd really have to have the name already out there and don't have them know what's going on to get to it. But actually, real estate down there would be a lot cheaper too, though. Like you can get a little storefront for like 800, 900, a little cool little square footage,
easy,
and rock out. It'd be different down there. A lot of different opportunities.
I think
up here, it's 2,500 for some bullshit. For some bullshit.
See, we still thugging out the apartment with these
some
cakes,
bullshit.
bro.
For
I
real.
can't do that right now. Y'all
Crazy.
tripping.
They gotta like set it where you gotta have two incomes. Like how else? Like there's no other way around that.
I hate when people be like, "Oh, you can. All you gotta do is get up off your ass. You can."
No,
bro. What?
No,
niggas is trapping, trying to live legit,
Man.
and still trying to, you feel me, run
a
businesses,
blessing.
and it's hard, nigga.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to provide. It's a blessing.
For nowadays, especially like with this whole Corona situation, like Corona, I ain't gonna say Corona was good to us as far as like. It was good for us financially, but I don't want to say that I'm glad that Corona happened for that extra income to come in. You feel me? But like, I feel like Corona really made people that were already on their butt cheeks at least lift a leg a little bit. You feel me?
Oh, it definitely it's shaking some shit.
You
up.
seen motherfuckers,
shaking some
niggas
shit
was
up.
ready to sell goddamn cars that they was collecting from when they was a kid to get some money
It's out
out
here.
this bitch.
It's out here. It's a lot. It's out here. It's out, man. It's definitely out here.
I done seen some new
There's a lot of-
hustles.
Yeah, I done seen them. A lot of them popping up. From different
Goddamn see-through fucking dominoes and shit. Bro, if I see one more female on Facebook trying to sell me some goddamn dominoes, bitch.
people. Is that good? I ain't played with that.
Bro,
I ain't seen
I'm
them.
old school, my nigga. I got
You was want some
regular
ivory.
dominoes in
You
this
want some
motherfucker.
ivory.
Feel me?
Man.
I'm gonna turn on Friday. We about to roll another blunt. Matter of fact, hey, like I said, this is the Christmas edition. You feel me? So before we get out of here, you want a shot?
Oh yeah, I'll take one. Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, Rich, can you toss that bottle, bro?
Absolutely.
Trying to get another shot in this motherfucker before we take off. Hey, real quick, let the people know where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me on social media, Hannah's HANAS _ PDX. There you go. On all platforms, on Facebook, Hannah's Snowballs. Normally we out on 122nd in the Kmart parking lot. If not there, I'll be on MLK and Ainsworth on the side of Safeway. I move around a lot, but if you want to know where my location is at, stay up on the Instagram or Facebook. I'm always updating where I'm at, where I'm gonna be at for the time frame and all that. So come see me. Come see what the hype is about. I guarantee you, I have something that you are going to love and remember, and you're gonna come back and get another one. I guarantee you.
Exactly.
Shout out to Hannah's too.
What about you, Jay? What you got going on?
Same shit, different date.
You got anything planned for Christmas?
Hell no. Does anybody have anything planned for this Christmas? This is basically, it's all fucked up.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't know it was this week till I just seen it on the news, and it had the bow at the bottom. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you.
Bro,
I
we
did
fucked
not
up
know
out
it.
here.
It's different. It's different. I just realized that earlier. I was sitting there getting dressed, and I looked. I was like, "Damn, Christmas is this?" I was like, "Damn, I didn't even." I said, "This is crazy, man."
Almost like tomorrow.
But it's crazy,
Pretty
bro.
much.
It's different, bro. It's different. But yeah, that's a moment of honesty. I just realized it. I got the stuff, but I didn't realize it was like, damn, it's this week. Like, that's crazy. It don't even feel like it, but it is.
Did you already knock out your presents?
For the most part, I gotta ask one more question, and then I should be cool. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I did.
Them kids running muck in your pocket?
Nah, not this year. We're keeping it simple. It ain't even. It's.
I'm giving out gift cards. Look, bro. This is Amazon.
Here you go.
Download the app.
Go crazy.
You feel me? You only got but $150.
Go crazy. It'll come straight to your door too.
You feel me? So you ain't gotta ask me for shit.
Man, you get exactly what you want. But nah, I knocked out most of them. They should be cool. Just chilling, just be with family, man. Just be happy that, man, everybody is healthy. And they're like, my kids, most of, I think all four of my kids got have had respiratory problems. So like, I can't afford to get sick or have them be sick. Like, that's not a good thing.
Right.
So it's like, I get it. Like, it's real. And they be at the house, and that's like, but that's like low key fucking with them, because they like low key locked down.
It's stuck in this motherfucker.
Yeah, like, it ain't cool.
I feel so bad. I
You
be
gotta let
wanting
them
to
get
take
out
my
and
baby
get
to
some
the park.
motherfucking air. Yeah, you gotta let them get out and get some motherfucking air, because it ain't cool. It's different. We in a different type of time. Yeah. You gotta really be tuned into them, tapped in with them. Eliminate all distractions and really like tune in with your kids. They got a lot to say. I guarantee you that. Man, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I handed my daughter the ice core one day, just in the car, and I was like, "Huh, play something you want to hear?" Like we I was taking her to go get her hair done too. Put a song on. Blue, she put it on and just sat back.
Right.
But when the song came on and I'm listening to what the song is saying, I was like looking at her like,
what was it?
I forgot the name of it. I got it in my phone, but it was like she was talking to me through the music. I was like, oh, I got it. So they got a lot to say. You just got to figure out you got to tune in.
Right.
You got to tune in with your kid.
I can't wait for my daughter to get to that age.
Oh, they a lot. You only got one?
One girl. I got my son, he's 11, and my daughter, she's 4.
Oh, you be cool, but I got 3.
3 girls?
They 9 and 2 twins. They 8. So they like, oh, bro.
You had twins?
Yeah. I got twins.
How was that?
Because I guess in my family it skips the generation, and I was the guy. I never thought in my life that I would have twins.
Was it difficult having 2 babies at the same time?
Yeah,
it
was definitely probably her worst pregnancy. Yeah.
But I'm saying as far as like the stress level of
when they
being
got
a
here?
parent, yeah.
No. It was
You
just
had
double
one,
time.
she had one.
It was just double time. Yeah, it was just double time. Yeah, no, not bad. No.
That's twice the diapers.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, absolutely.
Twice the wipes.
Two boxes from Costco.
That's 4 barrettes.
Nah, it's more than that.
I'm saying at each.
Yeah, at
That's
each
a pair.
stage, yeah.
4 is a
everything,
pair.
Yeah, everything. But no, they was cool though. They I love them.
How old were you when you had the twins?
Shit, I don't know. They 8, like 30, yeah, like 34, 35. No, I was thinking like 36. I can't remember.
Bro, I'd have lose my shit.
They cool though. I never thought I would have had twins, and it was 2 girls, and they not identical, but they look identical because they was in 2 different sacks, but they definitely 2 different people. But
So they're not mirror twins?
They say they not, but they look exactly alike. There's something off. And I think it's just the shape of one of their heads. It's just off a little bit, but it's not off. It's just different. Like one is more circular, one is more a little
narrow.
Yeah. But I know my baby.
Yeah, you know, you a parent.
I know that people still be like, man, you can tell them apart. I'm like, yeah. Well, yeah, they buy.
Yeah.
I can look at them and tell. Until sometimes when one of them gain a little bit of weight, then when they look exactly alike, it's gotten a little. I just say, having bad. And that was either or. They one of them will turn around. Shout out to my babies.
Man,
They
shout out to
funny.
Hannah's too.
They drive me crazy. Shout out to Hannah's too. Look, my daughter came out. She was like, Dad, whose truck is that down there? I was like, I don't know. She's like, Dad, that's not yours. I'm like, nah, I don't know. Let's go down there and see if it's open. She's like, is it yours? Don't if it's not, just say it's yours. I'm like, let's go see. I go out there, pop out the keys, let her get in there. She was like, Dad, you got this? I was like, yeah. She's like, this is cool. I was like, yeah, that's my man. It's a good thing, man. Plus, I took my son when I went to go get it. And when I got home, he was there, and I took him straight outside because the day before, I showed him on my phone. I was like, look, swipe through it. He swiped through it. He was like, yeah. He said, first thing he says, yeah, I think I can stand up in that one because in the first one he can't stand straight up because it's kind
How
of
old is he?
low. 15. He be 16 in February.
Oh, he working.
Yeah. So he was working that one, but it's hard for he can't stand straight up. But that one, he's like the first thing he said, he's like, I think I'll be able to stand up straight in this one. I'm like, yeah, I think so too, son. I was like, yeah. And he was like, you gonna get it? I was like, I might. And that's all I said. And I was the next day. I was gonna let it sleep over the weekend. But I was like, I don't want to play with these people. Let me go hurry up and make this, grab it, and just do it right now. Because I'm in the field looking for them, and I see how fast they're getting snatched up. Like, I'm in communication with people, and then I'm supposed to see them, and then they're like, I sold it today for the person that said they was going to come see. Like, they're going. It's a booming. Since all the big businesses are shutting down. Right so I said, let me not play with this man and go get him this money and go get it. And my dad went out there to go get it with me. And it was cool because he took me out to go get the first one too. Right. So he was like, he made it like, nah, I'm gonna take you. I was like, okay, let's do it. And went out there, went and got it, came back, and man, just finna get it going. It's in the shop right now.
Shout out to Hannah's too.
Shout out to Hannah's too, man. I might wrap it, I might not wrap it, depending upon the price they give me. I don't know. But it's definitely gonna be back on the streets. It felt kind of good because today I had to print out the paperwork for the license and shit, and it was like I was doing it all over again, but I'm not doing it all over again.
Well, shit, if you need somebody to rap that motherfucker, holler at me. I got some people.
You know some people that rap?
Yeah.
I'm looking right now. I am.
50-50 print, Vancouver.
We'll talk about it later. Absolutely. But yeah, shout out to Hannah's too.
Yeah. Hannah's too.
It's coming, man. It's a blessing, man. Just to I actually could say I grew a business. I've actually seen what it'll feel like.
You sure have.
I grew a business, and I took my time, and it just felt like the right thing to do. Like, you don't got to rush into it. Just stay consistent and just dig into it.
I know what I was going to say earlier. When having a business, right, people will, like, after the first, big, loss that they take in a business, they'll give up and quit.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's what I was going to say.
I done took losses. I took major losses. Nigga, they stole the generator from in front of the house on a snowstorm.
But a boss came back and
Yeah.
It hurt, but fuck it.
Yeah. But you gotta take it on the chin. And get back in there. And it'll come back to you, man. I promise you, man, if you keep your energy cool, if you keep your energy pure, you good. If you got a good heart, you good. And
energy is most important.
Man, energy is everything. It's everything. Like, you gotta have for your whatever good is to you, because everybody's good is different.
Right.
I know mine. You gotta be good. You can't even explain it.
That part. Let the people know where they can find you at one more time.
Either on 122nd at the Kmart parking lot, or coming soon at the Geneva building inside the Joe Brown building on MLK in Jessup. Hannah's 2, shout out to Hannah's 2. It is coming as soon as possible. It'll probably either be on 122nd in the Kmart or on the side of Safeway. And if they start tripping on that, I'll move around and find another spot. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to have some new items coming up, the same good ones that you already been coming through, tasting, the Kool-Aid pickles. I'm going to try to figure out if I can get the ice cream in there. But it's coming. I'm going to keep coming at it. I'm going to keep, hopefully, God willing, be multiple and just multiply it out.
That part.
Where do they find your location at?
On IG, Hannah's _PDX, Facebook, Hannah's Snowballs. No, Hannah's PDX. Twitter, Hannah's Snowballs. That's it. And just stay there. Stay tuned. I got something coming.
Hannah's 2.
Shout out to Hannah's too, man. Shout out to Hannah's too. I grinded hard for that, man. Shout out to
Man,
Mud,
we
man.
got to. Man,
Shout
we
out to
pushing
Mud,
a hard
man.
line. Hannah's too.
Shout out to Mud, man.
Yeah, man, that was a healthy podcast, man. An hour and a half.
Damn.
It's good old Christmas edition.
That was an hour and a half?
Bro, we 1:30 and 15 seconds.
30 and 16, 17.
Shit, man. It was nice having you on here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank you
you.
for having me, man.
That part. You feel me? 2021. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas. Wash your hands, cover your face, wear your mask, and give me 8 feet.
Oof. 8 feet.
I need
off
8,
the
not 6.
rip.
Give me 8. Just to make sure. They said they got a second strand now.
Of
Corona.
Second strain.
You knew it was going to mutate into something
Absolutely,
else.
it's a virus. I know it's a virus, but that's now they're saying they got that too now.
Bro,
It's a blessing.
I don't have the patience for this right now. Bro.
I'm just telling you what the people said.
Yeah, bro, the people.
I'm just telling you what the people said.
Yeah, man. Everything XL. This is another episode. Tap back in. Follow us on IG. IG Everything XL. Sponsors. Y'all want dope music? Gotta go out and go get it. Pretty dope experience. Tap in with them. Kingdom Cuts. Tap in with them if you need the haircuts. 7529 Northeast Gleason Street, Portland, Oregon. Fire Fusion Foods on Instagram. Jen Got Cakes on Instagram. Flight Lounge PDX on Instagram. Tap in with my peoples. They're going to get you right. You feel me? This is another episode. Everything XL.